We like to try a different gym every Friday and looks good. So we've got Friday special, which is an upper body workout, 2 chest, 2 back, 2 shoulders and arms. Just get in and get after it today. And then we've got Claudia filming the short form. So we're double whammying it at the minute. I reviewed my social media over the last 2 years. I looked at it and was like, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into this and it's not growing. The reason it wasn't growing is because that time and effort had no strategy. It was just getting to 8 p.m. in the evening thinking, yeah, throw that on, put that on, put that on. Whereas now, I'm actually trying to add value. And the way that I'm doing that is just documenting what I'm eating, how I'm training, what I'm doing, but actually giving it so people can understand it, break it down, use it as a guide. And we're having more success with it, which is good. So hopefully can grow the YouTube channel, grow the Instagram channel now and help more people. That's always been the mission, to help as many people as possible and impact as many lives in a positive way as possible. So this is my favorite weight session of the week. With the running, with the Hyrox and with the weights, I was realizing I was dropping weight very quick. And I think if I continued, I was gonna lose muscle. I don't really want that now. I'm sat at like 73 kilograms. For me, that's the lightest I've been in like 4 years. So I definitely don't want to get any smaller and I 100% don't want to get any weaker. So now I'm like rebuilding to a point where it won't affect my running, won't affect Hyrox, but equally I enjoy my weight. So this is my favorite session of the week. Upper body, rinse 2 chest movements. And what I'm doing now is focus on strength. So lower rep ranges, 1 times 6 to 9, 1 times 9 to 12 and just all out. And then obviously some accessories with arms and stuff, because I went to bench, I think it was 2 YouTubes ago. I used to bench like 160 and I put 100 on and it was tough. So we got some work to do. I'm not eating as much, so I'm not fueling as well. So I think like I'm probably about 9% body fat now, so I need to start eating to fuel. So it's only 7:30 now. I could have easily not eaten today, but got up, had some food, and to be honest, that felt all right. I just didn't have a spot. With a spot, that's 8 reps, and then next week it's 9. I put creatine back in the last few weeks, that's helping. So now the half marathon's done, it's like, remember your bread and butter, Ben. Don't turn into a runner. So we're into incline dumbbell press now. So I used to eat 50s for breakfast, but not done them in a while. So today's session, I'm resetting some baselines on some big movements I actually want to progress and move forward. So we're gonna go for 40s, 6 to 9, see how we get on. 6, not bad. We'll take it. This is where logging your lifts is important. Incline dumbbell times 6. Back off to Claudia. You. Into back now. On my pull day earlier on in the week, that's where I do my deadlifts. Today, it's a bit more upper back bias. So we kick off with a T-bar. Another movement that I think if you really want to build a strong back should be a staple in your back days. So again, any hinging pattern, I believe to really grow a good, strong posterior chain, not necessarily back, posterior chain. Deadlifts, RDLs are all great, but today is like, right, I've just spent and expended a lot of energy doing 2 pressing movements. So I've got to be a bit smarter and a bit wiser now with the rest of my sessions, not to just completely obliterate my CNS. Not bad, it's a good T-bar actually. Gets a good stretch on it. Key thing I think with T-bars is a lot of people get it twisted with the form. If you're trying to bias your lats, choose a narrow. If you're trying to bias your upper back, let your chest hug the pad, fully lengthen, fully shorten. Now we're just moving on to a lat bias row. Hit the upper back now, so down into the lats. You can do this either unilaterally, which is very good. The cable stack here to do it unilaterally, in my opinion, is not that good. It doesn't feel that consistent, so I'm gonna do it bilateral. The key thing here is like keeping your elbows and your shoulders aligned, and I'll show you exactly how to do that through the movement, because a lot of people use a lot of momentum, they'll roll forward. For me, we're just trying to hit the lats. So the range of the motion with the lats is literally bang, pause, bang. If you're trying to hit upper back, that's where you can generate a little bit more momentum and get into this position. But the more your shoulder girdles forward there, when you start to see that position of the wrist switch slightly, that's where the tension comes off. adding pull-ups for good measure. Because we're only doing 2 sets there, it's 4 sets, right? From my bodybuilding days, I had an amazing back, and I don't want to lose the structure of my back. So these are just a little bit of accessory, a little bit of fluff work. 3 sets of 10, nice and easy. Again, resetting all the movements I used to be strong at. So I used to press 50s, overhead shoulder press. I'm in no illusion that I'm not doing that today. I always say lift with accuracy and leave your ego at the door, but the ego might get the better of me. I'm gonna find out very soon. So I think we're gonna go 36s, let's see. Little bitch, man. Disappointing. Felt like I was trying to move 2 trucks above my head. But again, remember, I've had 1 meal. I've had like 60 grams of carbs. So when I was a bodybuilder, I was going in at like 250 carb, 250 test. So I was obviously a lot stronger, but I'm confident I can get them back up to 40s in no time with some proper structured training. I still control all of my hypertrophy work. So obviously Rawad controls my running, my Hyrox, but I still take very much control of all of this. So just built a new plan, strength block, to get ready to focus on the strength side of things, so I'm looking forward to it. Standing laterals now. I like to do them seated, a bit more stable, but it's quite a busy gym at the minute, so there's a class going on, so we're moving around. So we've got 14s. Everything so far has been 1 times 6 to 9, 1 times 9 to 12. Obviously arms, that's where we're just doing 3 sets of 8 to 12. And then here, again, I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 12. So typically that's like the volume I follow, because when you've got a really good level of training intensity and you can take a set to failure, you don't need the junk volume. That's gonna be counterproductive to your progress. So for me, 3 sets on the isolations, and then on the compounds, 2 working sets. I feel like this has been quite an old school bodybuilding workout, but I like that. Stripping it back to basics. I think I said in a few videos that I'm gonna train now how I wanna train and what I wanna enjoy. I feel like when I was a bodybuilder, it was like, what's the best machine? What's the most optimal? And I think that pulled a lot of enjoyment out of it for me. When I first went to the gym, it was like rip and grip, some heavy weights, some dumbbells, some barbells. So regular bicep curl here, and again, 8 to 12. So just working in that straight 3 sets, 8 to 12. Perfect. Ooh. 12 nice reps, so we'll be able to maintain that weight for the next 2 sets. Not too much swinging. Workout's pretty much done, but I'm gonna add 4 additional sets, 2 to tricep, 2 to bicep. So I'm just gonna do pretty much a tricep rope push down here. It's quite a nice position because you can push yourself against the wall and provide a bit of external stability. Ooh, that's better. Remember, triceps take up the majority of your arm, so don't neglect them. We've got a single arm dumbbell hammer curl. I like to do this on a cable because there's a lot more tension, but again, I'm using this session to set baselines, to get stronger, to see where I'm at, and then aim to progressively overload. So, got the 18s, I don't know why, but you've got to make the best out of a bad situation. It's a really busy gym, and if I'm doing a hammer curl like this, look at how naturally what this does as an additional support. You come down, pops your arm back up. That's not me doing anything. The goal of this is to challenge the bicep in the lengthened position. So if you're really coming down here, there's no support. So you're weaker here. So in order to generate and get that bicep short, that's the way you've got to think about it. Job done. An hour's upper body session turned into this absolute, this is what goes off behind the scenes after. So it ended up 1 hour and 58. I mean, the average heart rate was steady, but we've just probably got short form for the next month. So we're going all in now. I've said this before on content, but we've got the strategist here. So she comes and just looks pretty, and Chris actually moved all the tripod today. She logged off after 30 minutes. So if you're struggling with content, Claudia, she'll put a CV in the link. But no, she just tick lists. We've done that. Claudia, how long have we got left? We did a back day, a chest day, an arm day, a shoulder day. So we've got a lot of value there, and it's not just like volume content. It's like actually what I do for a back day, what I do for a chest day. So I'm looking forward to getting it out on Instagram and showing people, and actually pick some heavy weight up, didn't I? So all good and well focusing on this running, and I get a lot of messages now saying like, oh, I want to run like you, I want to look like you. If I keep running how I do and doing conditioning how I do, I won't look like this much longer. So as much as I love it, this is my staple, this is my bread and butter, this is what I teach. So I've got to keep walking that walk, and I enjoy it, you know, when I'm in the mixer. So it's like anything in life. When you've got goals to work towards, you'll be more driven and your actions will pursue those goals. I've got performance-based goals when it comes to lifting weights, getting stronger. So I need to switch on in these sessions, but I need a tasty almond croissant. No, I actually want some eggs. Grab some food now, refuel, because I only had a little bit of Weetabix before. And then we'll continue the day. Big one, as always, on a Friday. Yeah, I've just asked the woman if the breakfast menu's still on. It's 10:30. All day breakfast. Ooh, look at that. Beans on toast. If I was to order that, Claudia would be sick. You know, when you live in the UAE, it's impossible to book a Hyrox. Like, obviously missing Turkey now. My coach always says it's coming to Dubai, it's coming to Abu Dhabi. It's not been yet since last year, so we're hoping, like, he's got a contact inside.
It'll be over summer,
yeah.
like towards October, November.
But again, if it's over summer, it's going to be roasting. My goals this year is to do 3 to 5 Hyroxes, and we're in February, I've done none, so I need to get a move on. So I'm potentially doing Cardiff. The only challenge with Cardiff is the length I'll need to stay at home. So it'll be like 3 weeks, and obviously with Crunch, what do I do with him? But then my friend just texted me now, 17th of May, Sunday, Barcelona, Hyrox doubles. The only problem is I'm doing 2026 with no booze, and he's a wonky character. The only reason he wants to go Barca is not to do a Hyrox. It'll be...
The only problem is has he even trained for a Hyrox?
Yeah, he's definitely not trained for a Hyrox.
So you'd probably get 1 hour for it.
So yeah, so he wants a lads' weekend in Barca basically, but...
You'll just do the Hyrox just to like...
Yeah, he'll put himself through an hour of pain just to get on it for a full weekend, and then Claudia will make a weekend out of it, and his missus will. So really, I'll probably get 1 hour 40 minutes, and then break a goal that is to go for a full year without alcohol. So here he is. His name's James Page.
He's a legend.
He's a walking legend. Cruncher. Crunch, he's weeing on your face. Saturday morning, the sun's shining. We've finished a long week, coffee's in the hand. We're at Golden Mile walking Crunch. It's a good life, isn't it?
Yeah.
The simple things. This is what allows me to really recharge. Everybody's different. People might want to go out, drink, go for dinner, but nice early night on a Friday, reflect on a big week, and then just spend today filling the cup back up and getting re-energized. And I'll enjoy my coffee. This is from Boone Roasters. Banging, to be fair. Of course, always cappuccino, almond milk, 1 sweetener. Happy Sunday, team. It is currently 10 to 8. Been up since 5. I was in bed at 9 o'clock last night. I'm using the Whoop at the minute, so I've got the Whoop on, and then I've got the Apple Watch. Can't work out which one I prefer, but I really am enjoying getting to know the Whoop a little bit more. My stats last night was the best they've ever been. So if you can see that, I've got sleep was 89%, recovery at 86. Obviously strain's really low today because I've only walked the dog, but sleep last night I was asleep for 9 o'clock. I got 7 hours 34. In fact, no, actually I got 8 hours. Light sleep 3 hour 42, deep sleep 2, and then REM 2:19. But what I've been doing at the minute is I've been trying to understand my body a little bit more, and the bodybuilder in me always likes to eat my final meal close to bed. What I noticed with the Whoop, and I know that from an education standpoint, is elevated heart rate affects deep sleep and definitely affects heart rate variability. So I did a trial last night and I ate my final meal 3 hours before actually going to bed, and my heart rate variability improved substantially from actually busy day today. So I've just sat my final exam for Prescript. Just completed this course now, and then I did have a call on Friday evening just with who I'm going to be working with on a one-to-one basis as a anatomy mentor now. At this point in my career, I'm trying to understand not what's next, but like what's next for New Gen. What do we want to be known for in 5 years versus this current trajectory of where we're at now as one of the leading transformation brands across the world? It's like, right,
where do my staff want to be? Like, what do they want to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Where do I want to be? So there's a lot of studying going on. This is quite a hard exam at the minute that I'm doing. So I thought I'd just get the camera up and have a little break. I've just purchased a skeleton off Amazon and a full anatomy chart, and I'm just going in, you know. I want to be an SME, I always have with anything that I do. I don't just want to be an online coach who, you know, gets transformations. I want to be someone who can solve every problem that a client has, but above that, I want New Gen to have that. I want every coach in New Gen to be able to be a subject matter expert and solve every single problem. So there's a lot of work to be done internally now for us all, and we're all on a mission, you know. We're not just wanting to be another online coach. There's so many people coming into this space of, oh, I'm a coach now, what do I need to get clients? This shit. I've been doing this job 10 years and I still do this. I can guarantee that there'll be hundreds of coaches who watch us who probably haven't picked a textbook up in 2 to 3 years. And let me believe you, if you want to get good at your job and you don't want to focus on paid ads, you don't want to focus on constant content creation, constant sales calls and marketing, like, do this and the clients will come to you. Because the one-to-one mentor that I had a call with on Friday, it was a 15-minute call. 10 of that was discussing living in Dubai, as values, as hobbies, as interests, what I want out of the course. He didn't once talk around what he'll deliver, because I know that exactly. So always make sure that, like, you focus on becoming good at your job, and then you don't have to focus on the other shit, in my opinion. We've never done paid ads, we've never had to worry about stuff like that, and that's because we do this stuff right and we get good at our jobs. So the results are in. I actually got 18 out of 21. I have no idea why this one's wrong. Clearly it's right. So we got 18 out of 21. It's a pass, but there's a few answers I want to run through just to make sure I've got them absolutely right. But again, a few of them was on the hip. I want to study the hip a little bit more, but you can take this as many times as you want, which is good. This is a meal you've seriously got to get in your rotation. We've got 0% fat-free yogurt, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 85% dark chocolate, and then the hidden secret, honey and dates chopped up. Get the dates in there first. They go all hard, they're like super chewy. That, and it whacks a power punch of like 50 protein, because I put 30 gram of protein in, 300 gram of 0% fat-free yogurt, 150 mixed berries, 20 gram of dark chocolate, 4 dates, 10 gram of honey. Have that, and that's after a Monday morning double session. Deadlifts for back into a 45-minute zone 2 bike. Now let's get into transforming some physiques. 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, Monday. Blinked and it went. Electrolyte on wake every single morning, 90 minutes before the first hit of caffeine. Let that natural spike of cortisol happen. Busy one today though. We've got double session, so we're in for lower and then intervals on the bike because the legs know better at the minute. So heading to the physio again tomorrow. It's getting better, little bits, little improvements, but not looking good, bruv. I want to be running by now, 2 weeks, but I've given it till Sunday. I feel when I apply a little bit of pressure, I want to bend my knee a little bit. Just not there yet, so we'll see. But we wake up to sun every morning, but when you're up in the middle of the night like me, this is what Dubai looks like. Look at that. Where the fuck's the buildings? Look at the balcony. Clouds are literally here. Madness. Got to walk crunch in that. The little man is not going to be happy. Bet he's in here waiting. What are you saying, bruv? What are you saying, bruv? You're not fancying that? Should get back in bed? Sack it off? Yes, sir. Let's go. Still fancy the morning walk? Eh? Are we walking? Despite the clouds in the back? Yes, we are. Let's go. Come on. Change of plans. We're not going to drive to the gym because the weather conditions have got progressively worse. So we're gonna hit a push session in the apartment. But look at this. I've never ever seen anything like this, to be honest. Like, what is going off here? I don't reckon. You literally cannot see. I'm on the 31st floor, by the way. It's like the clouds have just dropped. We've got to adapt, so we're going to hit a push session and 40 minutes on the rower instead. Let's get after it. Intra-stack at the minute, 20 gram EAAs, and then I'm on 10 gram of creatine at the minute. I'm noticing improvements in performance, cognitive performance as well. I'm also having 5 Weetabix, and then I'll have my meal prep from Shred Wolf now, just because I've been super busy. So like, I'll show you a little bit of this today of like, I just take 2 meals a day, 6 days a week from these guys, and the food's amazing, to be honest. Patterned up, New Gen, head to toe, coming April. It's a busy one today. Wake, walk crunch, gym, checking block 1, physio. Importance of a calendar. This is what's happening today. So this is why you have a calendar, because you know what you're doing then. We'll move the gym here. We'll be at the gym for probably 12 until 2, and then we've got consultation calls in the evening. That's the importance of having a structure. If you want any free game, this is the best game I'll ever give you. So I think it's about time I brought you up to speed with what I'm actually eating, because I had the photo shoot in December, like the end of Feb now. My stats have not changed. Body fat percentage still at 9%. And what I did is just made things simple. I use Shred Wolf, no affiliation. They deliver meals fresh to my door every morning, and for Dubai it's very reasonable in terms of like pricing. So one of the meals that I get delivered is just literally, if you can see that, it's just 5 grams of broccoli. So I actually add some greens to that. But I have 150 salmon and then just 125 cooked rice. So that's nice and simple. What I get with it as well is just like, again, just to keep me a little bit fuller, because I want to stay lean. It makes content easier. I like how I look. Salad box, and then get a little bit more veggies in there. And then the other meal that I get is, this is my favourite meal of the week, to be honest. I eat this every day, and it's just like peri peri prawns, see that? Don't want to tip it too much, but like peri peri prawns, and again 125 rice. And then on top of that, I literally have a yogurt bowl, which you've seen, 300 gram of yogurt, scoop away, mixed berries, dates, dark chocolate, and then I finish the day off. What else do I have? Eggs and sourdough. I eat just the same stuff on repeat. It works for me. Don't fix something that's not broken. So diet's on lock. One off-plan meal a week at the minute, or I go to a beach club. I'll show you that this week. I would just like go to a beach club, get like a chicken Caesar with extra chicken, fruit platter, some sweet potato fries, maybe a pink berry if anybody's in Dubai, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, just keep it simple, man. Thursday morning, 6 o'clock. Well, it's about past. We've just walked the dog. We've got Mo Farah in the background. What's on the agenda today?
5K time trial.
She's got the time trial. She wanted the fastest pacer in the game, but unfortunately I can't pace her today because I went to the physio last night. It's good news. I can run next week. Just, it is literally like fibrialis anterior overload, like next level. But it doesn't hurt when I walk again. Just had like a miraculously 48-hour improvement. But I'm actually good because we've been planning this day for a while, where Claudia's now ran up to 15K. She's got a 5K time trial today. She's now, does that make you 49 weeks out from the verge to verge? 49 weeks. There's a half marathon in about 6 weeks here. She's planning.
Yeah, that was too hard apparently.
I don't think Runner even allows you to
Select the goal that far
yeah,
ahead.
she can't even select the goal on Runner because it's too far ahead.
I'm not specifically prepping for that now.
But 5K time trial, we've written some negative splits. What are you going for?
20, what did we say, 28?
She's doing a brisk walk, 28 minutes. 28 minutes. So she's going to do this, and then when I'm fit next week or the week after, we're going to go for a sub 26. I'm going to chant at her like Goggins, come on, remember the body and the mind.
They made me run a 30-minute 5K when I've never run before.
I actually made her run a sub 30-minute 5K when she'd never ran. So she needs me. Claudia's not good at dancing with the devil, let alone talking to him. Things get tough and she pulls back. So you need people around you like me who's not scared to lock arms with the devil and dance toe to toe. So let's see. We'll report back soon to see what she's got. Pressure's on. Champions only in this house. I said to Claudia, look, sub 28 minute, don't come home if you don't get it. What did we get, Claude?
27:48.
27:48, let's go. And what helped you with that? Was it the pep talk?
Yeah.
There we go.
And when you messaged me saying "Let's go, champ," as I was about to
Yeah.
set off, so it was in my ear.
Yeah, so I went to the gym and I messaged her and I just put "Let's go, champ." And that's what you need sometimes, even though she's my girlfriend. She probably don't listen and see me as an inspiration at all. But it's like, if you look at that in coaching terms, sometimes, like, I remember when I did my 5K time trial and my coach said the same to me. He was like, let's go. And I was like, right, I can't let him down. Claudia knew yesterday she couldn't let me down.
Yeah.
She couldn't let me down, otherwise the doors and the locks were getting changed because we only have champions. But yeah, proud of her. She got 27.48 average pace.
Pace me at my next one.
Yeah, I'll pace her for a sub 25. Can you see that? I don't think it's going to
Sub
show you.
25.
Yeah, but she's made such good progress, and it just shows like you can't see it. I'd have loved to show you, but 27.48 average pace, 5:53.
5:53.
5:53 per kilometre.
5:35.
Sorry, yeah, 5:33. Yeah. Yeah, average pace 5:33, 27.48. Job done. Let's go.
Get it right.
Then we'll do the 10k next, but that just shows resilience. She's had a structure with running. She's not missed. And now she's got to go. And that marks the end of another week. Great email we've just come back to. New gem merch will be landing end of March. We've gone all in. So that's going to be for the community. So when we do like shoots, everybody gets like a little kit. And then when we head to Marbella, it's just like full new gem branding everywhere on all the content. When we do the training sessions, the shoots, the runs, it's just going to be like new gens coming. I can see it now. Doing the run over Golden Mile, 50 man deep, new gen on the back of the t-shirts, on the front, on the shorts, on the socks. That's the vision now. It's just building. I've got a big vision for where I want to take it. And we've got some really exciting projects coming. We're going to be launching a new business in September, which is, for me, like, I'm not going to do the talking, I'm not going to gas it up, I'm just going to do the work. So there's a lot of work that's going to be needed to be done in the background. It's going to get a lot of time and attention and a lot of loving in. Remember what I said in Marbella last year? Men need men. When I was growing up and I was wanted to do all this, I never had a really good, like, let's say, network of people to bounce ideas off. I had a very small few, but I feel like if I had the exposure to people I have now, I'd have just fast tracked my life so much more. And for me now, I want to build that. I want to build a killer community, and that gives you a little bit of an incline of what it is. We already have that, but I want to expand and I want to do some cool shit, because that's what like really does excite me as well, is just networking with people, changing lives, having impact. On top of that, now we've just got final call of the day, which is a mentoring call. I say mentoring, it's with my new anatomy mentor. So just spent 125 quid on a skeleton. Great work, Ben. But this is the extremes you want to go to keep leveling up. If you're looking at your business, you're thinking, I'm not growing, I'm not scaling, I'm not getting any more clients. Look at your skill set and your knowledge. It's easy. If you just invest in your education, you invest in good content, you give a fuck about your clients, and you provide a good service, and you get results and do your job. You don't need to do any paid ads. You don't need to pay a mentor. And we've all done it, right? And yes, they will help you, but get this right up here. Have high standards for yourself, high standards for your clients. Show up every single day. Keep hustling. Get good at what you do, and the rest will take care of itself. Thanks for everything, guys. See you in the next one.